Okay, so these are on backwards for starters. So let's take it off.
Actually, those sights were not on backwards at all. I went out shooting a couple weeks ago with a new friend, Nick, whom I met on a local firearms Facebook page called El Paso Pew Pew Pew. We both had AR-15s that needed to be zeroed, and we were both using MAGPUL MBUS flip-up sights. Should have been an easy task, right? But I was a knucklehead. I searched Google for the correct way to mount MAGPUL MBUS sights, and well, never trust the internet. So I take full responsibility for telling Nick his sights were on backwards, when in fact they were not. So we spent a good part of the day trying to figure out why we couldn't zero his sights. Eventually we figured it out. Actually, Nick figured it out, and we got his rifle zeroed. But even with the sights mounted correctly, I still couldn't zero because I could not raise my front sight post high enough to get the shots on the target. Not knowing why, I called it a day, still not having zeroed my weapon. After some investigating, I realized that the gas block on my Eagle Arms AR15 is much shorter than on a standard AR15 gas block. It's about 1.75 inches tall, whereas a normal gas block, like the one on my Sig Sauer M400, is about 2 inches tall, and that's why I could not raise the front sight post high enough. So what I did was swap out the sights on my two AR-15s. I mounted the Eagle Arms AR-15 with a red dot sight, and I put the flip-up sights onto my Sig Sauer M400. So this past weekend, I invited my awesome sister out for a day of shooting, starting out with zeroing my two AR-15s once and for all.
Tried to zero last week or 2 weeks ago, but this gas block is very short. You'll see compared to the other one, which is like taller. So the flip-up sight was not able to be adjusted. So I put the red dot on this one because it doesn't matter because you don't need. This one is the Sig Sauer, and I put the flip-up sights on this one because the gas block is taller. Okay, so this is the Eagle Arms AR-15 that I could not zero last week with the flip-up sight because the gas block is so short. So I put the red dot sight on it. I used the laser bore at home to just get it aligned, so it should be somewhere near the middle.
I recommend using a laser bore sight to get your initial adjustments on your sights. This works well for red dots or iron sights. You can do this at home at 10 or 20 meters distance. This allows you to get your sight somewhat aligned. Then when you get out to the range, you should just be able to make minor adjustments to zero it in precisely. As usual, my sister and I had a great time at the El Paso Rod and Gun Club. We also went out to the pistol range to try out my new Smith & Wesson 638. It's a small revolver chambered in .38 Special. She's in the market for her very first handgun. She's looking for something ideal for concealed carry. I'm going to let her try out a few different makes and models that I think she might like, and we started with the Smith & Wesson. So stay tuned to my channel and check back for that update. Hey, thanks for watching another great edition of My Gun Diary. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel.